What's up, everybody? Welcome. Move the Sticks, our positional previews for the 2016 season. DJ here with Bucky. And Bucky, today we're talking runners.
Running backs are coming back in vogue. This is a big year for the running backs. We will begin to appreciate them again.
All right, here's how we're going to do it. Your top 5 running backs, then I'm going to give us 3 rookie running backs to keep an eye on. So start us off here, Bucky. Number 5 for you is?
Shady McCoy. Shady McCoy from the Buffalo Bills is a guy that I've fallen in love with when I watched his game progress throughout his career. You talk about a guy who has a lot of things that you look for, those core traits. What I like about him, he's a mismatch in space. He can play against linebackers in the passing game, really creates big play opportunities in the pass game, and we know what he is as a runner. Wiggle, explosiveness, stop-start quickness. Those are the things that you look for.
This is what, like 2 yards right there, where that's a heck of a
But
run.
it's a flashy 2 yards.
Yeah, a little wiggle.
Like that.
Little wiggle.
But when the wiggle is really kind of combined with big holes and open opportunities, you see the acceleration, being able to take it to the house. That's what Shady brings to the table.
And by the way, keeping with our Olympic theme here, the 3 traits, our bronze trait, our silver trait, and our gold trait. Graphics guys don't mess around here on Move the Sticks. All right, number 4 for you, Buck.
Jamaal Charles. And I know some will kind of take issue with Jamaal Charles being
included
in this list, coming off this list. But when I looked up the research, this is a guy who is one of only a handful of guys that have averaged over 5 years of carry in his NFL career. Big-time playmaker. There you see the versatility. You also see the stop-start quickness, the speed and acceleration. I like what Jamaal Charles is as a feature back. It's hard to find guys that can affect you as an every-down back. He brings all of that to the mix. One of the reasons why he's been so successful during this time in Kansas City.
To me, for your silver trait there, the stop-start quickness, that's what separates him. He will settle his feet, get a defender to settle his feet, and he's gone.
Legitimate track star, a guy that has kind of made the transition to being an every-down back, like his transition, like what he brings. I think he, combined with the other running backs, they're going to be tough to stop in Kansas City.
All right, number 3. Who you got in the number 3 hole here?
Todd Gurley.
Okay.
This is a guy that,
young guy.
Big body playmaker, a guy that, look, coming off the ACL injury, you didn't know what he was going to be able to show as a rookie. 1,100 yards, very physical. There you see the vision, being able to find the creases, but he also can take it the distance. For a big back, I like the balance, the body control that he exudes.
Ooh. Look, be able to make guys miss at full speed, not have to gear down. That's what makes him special.
Hard to do. And look, he was an international superstar as a hurdler coming out of high school. You see the burst, the ability to run away from people. Todd Gurley is a feature back. Pretty soon, he'll be at the top of this list.
All right, I think I know who your top 2 guys are, but I don't know the order here. How about number 2, Buck?
Le'Veon Bell. Okay. Le'Veon Bell, I just call him the natural. The way he plays the game is so easy and effortless. For a big back to be able to do the thing that he does as a runner and a receiver, hard to find. Here we talk about his receiving skill. You just don't see big backs that can catch the ball like there. There you see the nimbleness, the agility.
They'll split him out. They'll put him in the slot. They'll split him out wide. He runs like a wide receiver.
You know, you could talk about the elusiveness, the ability to make people miss in tight spaces, but it's kind of combined with the other trait that he sees, patience. A guy that is really patient, allowing the blocks to set up to find the holes. He has the wiggle. He has the elusiveness. Big body, can run through tackles. He's everything that you want in a position. I just like him.
So far, that's the most woos. I gave you 3 woos on that one. So I want to see if your number 1 back, I have a pretty good idea who it is, if he can eclipse that.
I mean, we can go with the old school guy, Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson is the number 1 back because even past his prime at the age of 30, 31 years old, continues to get it done. There you see led the league with 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns a season ago. He does it in a spectacular, powerful, and physical fashion. Yeah. There you see the body control. You see the power. Super explosive when he has the ball in his hands. You talk about a guy that can be a grinder but also give you big play opportunities. Adrian Peterson continues to be the crown jewel at the position.
Yeah, wow. I mean, that's a woo, an ouch, and a wow. Adrian Peterson. Look, I have no problem with him being number 1, Bucky. But one thing when we do these videos on YouTube, people in the comments section, they like to disagree.
They have to. They have to lead.
So I'm going to give him a little head start here because I'm going to give you 1 snub from your list.
I don't imagine who I could.
Let's bet. Let's look in the future, not in the rearview mirror. Let's look out the windshield. How about David Johnson from Arizona? Everything he can do, he couldn't make his way into your top 5.
I mean, I like him. He just kind of flashed at the end. He only took over near mid-season as a starter.
Zillion touchdowns.
He had a zillion touchdowns. He did have a zillion touchdowns. He did become one of the league leaders in kind of total yards from scrimmage. I just need to see more. I need to see if he can be that every down back that we want to see. But look,
look at the guys listening to me. They just pull up some tape just like that. That's how good we are
he's
here.
Nice. He's running through. Kind of. I mean, that was
power, speed.
I mean, kind of.
versatility.
The tackling was not.
How about the stiff arm, Buck?
But I liked it. Look, He's
the guy
dangerous.
who played wide receiver in college.
And you see all of those things. He is a mismatch in space. He does have the versatility that most scouts and coaches would covet. He has the ability to run between tackles. We see the power and the physicality there. Let's just see him do it. Now that he's the starter, we get a chance to see him do it every down, every week. Let's see if he can cut the mustard.
All right, before we get to my rookies, be sure at home, YouTube, type in where he's wrong and David Johnson.
Speaking of rookies, because this is a talented class, I'm curious to see, how would you rate the rookies, and what do you expect from them this year?
Well, in terms of impact, what I expect, I'll give you 3, and I'll rank them 3 to 1 here. I'll start number 3, Devontae Booker out of Utah. We both loved him coming through the draft process, Buck. Going with the Denver Broncos, I think he's their most talented runner on campus up there. I think he'll emerge as the starter before the season's done. Derrick Henry, who looked great. We always talked about it on here, Buck. We say, look, let's not overthink it with this guy. He's big, he's fast, he's explosive. All the rushing production in the SEC. Stop nitpicking this guy. I think
better footwork than I thought I would see in the pro game. That's what he showed against San Diego in the first preseason.
Yeah, he was impressive week 1. But I'm going to go Ezekiel Elliot as the number 1 guy. I didn't see him against the Rams the first week of the preseason. But I look at the traits that he possesses, Bucky. I think he's a special, special player. You start with his instincts, and that's something at the running back position. I don't care how fast and explosive you are. If you don't have instincts in that vision, it doesn't matter. He's got outstanding instincts. You see him here against Penn State. Then the power. Someone that runs behind his pads, short yardage situations, he can get right through tackle, he pushes through contact, and then finally the versatility, pass protection, catching the ball out of the backfield. He can do everything.
He can do everything, and in that offense, they're going to need him to do a lot because this is a team that is playing kind of with one hand behind their back. They don't have a great defense, so they're going to have to play keep away. Ezekiel Elliott has to be the focal point of that game plan, that strategy. I think he has to get 1,300 yards for the Dallas Cowboys to feel good about what he's been able to bring to their offense.
All right, you had the 5 veterans. I had the 3 rookies. Again, at home, make sure you type in the comments there. Let us know who we missed in this discussion. This is just one part of our preview here. This is the running backs. We're going to have all these positions covered, so be on the lookout for more Move the Sticks content. I'm DJ. He's Bucky Brooks. Until next time.